In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the relatively new feature in Photoshop, which is Replace Sky. And this feature is something that Photoshop has developed with the Sensei technology so that they built in an intelligence to the software so that Photoshop can interpret and identify things. And so the way this works is you've got this image here on your screen. From Window, I have only opened up layers and properties, nothing else. You could also set your workplace to a default here, but I've just done that to keep this screen sort of clear of stuff while I'm showing you this. So when you open up this file, it has one layer. And the way this feature works is you could be in any of these tools, but since you don't have anything selected actively, it doesn't matter. Because what you want to do is go up here to Edit. And with nothing selected, you go down here to Sky Replacement. And it's going to spin a little bit while it thinks. And so what Photoshop has done with this feature, it has interpreted in this image areas that it has defined as being sky, and it's replacing it with another option here. If you click on this image, it's going to default to some version of sky that it has in this selection. But you can click through and you can locate files you want. So let's just say that that's the one you want. Click off that, and the window is still active because you haven't clicked OK yet, because you can change the brightness of this. You can change the temperature, cool to warm. You can change the lighting. All of this, you can flip the sunset so that it's there. So lots of different options. But down here, let's take a look. It's defaulting to outputting this sky replacement to new layers. And that's a good default, because if you click OK, you're going to see that what Photoshop has done is create a folder here in your file with all these attributes that it has built in to render this new sky. And if you were to shut down that layer, you would see the original sky and then new sky. So in this assignment, you can use this image, or if you want to find another image, you're just going to make sure that you have an image that Photoshop can discern the sky. And so that's something you're going to have to visually look at, but you also want to make sure you have a good image size. So let's take a look. This image size is 12 inches by 8 inches. It's 200 pixels per inch. So I wouldn't do anything smaller than that. And I will include a link where you can find free images to download to try this with another image.